have soot in his lungs.
Did Governor Walker lie to a congressional committee under oath? That is an explosive question in an already charged political atmosphere. But now, 3 Democratic congressmen are formally seeking answers. Our Mike Lowe joins us now with this Fox 6 exclusive. Mike.
And good evening, Brad. No one, not even Walker's opponent in the recall race, is ready to call it perjury. But we spoke exclusively to one of the congressmen who is asking Governor Walker for further explanation.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm?
I'm not accusing the governor of perjury, but I am asking that he explain himself, because there is a blatant contradiction between the two, and they're both on videotape.
Democratic Congressman Jerry Connolly of Virginia raises serious questions about the truthfulness of Governor Scott Walker's testimony under oath before a congressional committee. The controversy centers on 2 pieces of videotape. The first is from April 14, 2011. Walker was asked to testify about his budget before the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform.
Have you ever had a conversation with respect to your actions in Wisconsin in using them to punish members of the opposition party and their donor base?
No.
But 2 weeks ago, this video surfaced. It was recorded 3 months prior to Walker's congressional testimony as part of a documentary called As Goes Janesville. Walker is speaking to a billionaire businesswoman and the largest single donor to his campaign, Diane Hendricks.
Any chance we'll ever get to be a completely red state and work on these unions?
Oh, yeah.
And become a right to work?
Well, in fact, the big thing...
What can we do to help you?
Well, we're going to start in a couple weeks with our budget adjustment bill. The first step is we're going to deal with collective bargaining for all public employee unions.
Right.
Because you divide and conquer.
You've never had such a conversation?
No.
We now know that 3 months before that exchange, he had just such a conversation with Diane Hendricks, his biggest donor, in which she was asking, how do we turn Wisconsin red? And he said, first we go after collective bargaining, and that's all part of a divide and conquer strategy. Those are his very words. That is, on its face, contradictory to the testimony under oath he provided in answer to my question.
Connolly, along with Ranking Member Elijah Cummings and Congressman Christopher Murphy, all signed a letter to Republican Committee Chairman Darrell Issa. The letter asks Issa to press Walker for an explanation for why his statements captured on the videotape appear to contradict his testimony before the committee. Congressman Issa's spokeswoman told Fox 6 in a statement, "Nothing in this letter raises questions about the accuracy of the governor's testimony. This request has no merit and can only be seen as intending to influence a state election."
My issue here is that people tell the truth when they're under oath, especially before a congressional committee. And I think before anybody casts a judgment in this pending recall election, they're entitled to know whether the 2 candidates are telling the truth. And in this case, this is under oath. This isn't a pass-off statement at a press conference. This is a statement of prepared testimony and answers to questions in a congressional hearing under oath.
Fox 6 spoke with Walker before the story broke. He spoke in general terms about his integrity as an elected official.
The bottom line is my integrity. I've always had high standards in the state assembly. In my time as the county executive, now as governor, I'll continue to have those high standards.
Walker's campaign did not respond to several requests for comment. His official spokesman sent this statement. "It's ironic that Democrats in Washington, D.C. criticize Governor Walker for passing a budget, since they have now gone more than 1,000 days without enacting one for our federal government. They should spend less time on political stunts and more time eliminating the crippling burden of debt their lack of action has placed on our next generation."
This is very rare, and I think because there's the video out there that, again, raises some questions as to what exactly he said in Congress as it pertains, how's it related to what he said to that donor. It is so serious, I think, to the people who have raised this question that they want to have some follow-up.
There are serious questions about the governor's testimony that need to be answered.
And if this were to be further investigated, Walker could, in some case, face a trial. But that is unlikely because the committee chairman essentially dismissed the letter and is not likely to pursue the matter further. Ann, Brad, back to you.
Okay, Mike, thank you for that. A Milwaukee tattoo artist shot and robbed in the